Hey guys, what the heck is up? Welcome back to my channel and to another freaking video. This is my first video of 2024 and also my first sit down, really like real YouTube video, and I couldn't even tell you how long to be so real, but I wanted to sit down. I just got back from the farmer's market, have my coffee and my Skims like Valentine's cherry blossom hoodie, new setup. I even got my tripod out for this. I shouldn't say new setup, this has been my couch forever, but like filming, not on the floor. Nonetheless, I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about semaglutide. Again, I have made 2 videos on my GLP1 journey. To be so real with you, most of the stuff I talk about semaglutide related is over on my TikTok. I'm like uploading almost daily over there. So if semaglutide is something that, or like GLP1, things like that, fashion, after weight loss is something that you're interested in, my TikTok is gonna be way more consistent and resourceful. But I get so many comments on my old videos like, I wish you did more of these. They were so helpful. Like, I want to talk about it. And to be so real with you, posting anything about weight loss or semaglutide, GLP1s, it can be kind of scary, and I get nothing but support over on TikTok, surprisingly. But something with like the YouTube comments and these medications can be kind of scary. However, there's been some bigger YouTubers like Miss Remy Ashton and Samantha Joe who have opened up about their semaglutide journey, and I feel like made it a little bit more like normalized over here. So it's made it a little bit more comfortable for me to talk about and not be so scared of the mean comments that I might get because of my journey. So as I mentioned, I have been on semaglutide officially for a year this weekend. So I actually will be switching over to tirzepatide, which is the same concept of semaglutide. However, there's another thing it triggers. I haven't gotten my medicine yet, so I'm not fully educated on that yet. Once I am, I will like come on here, talk about it, tell you why I switched, the differences, etc. But I fill my medication through MD, which is an online provider. They do semaglutide, they do tirzepatide, they do all the things, and I really appreciate them because they require a blood test. When I started my semaglutide journey a year ago, I used a local telehealth provider, and they just like gave it out. Like, you had a 5-minute consultation that you paid like $75 for, which like very unneeded for a 5-minute appointment. So you paid for your medicine on top of the 75-minute telehealth 5-minute appointment, and then they didn't even test your blood or anything, which I feel is like, you need to make sure it's like doing okay, like that your body can be on it, that it whatever. So I really appreciate that MD does like prepaid labs and stuff like that. That was like one of my big reasons for wanting to switch to them. Also, it's cheaper. Semaglutide starts at $249, and I think tirzepatide is $350 starting with their company, but nonetheless, that is not what this video is about. I just wanted to get it out of the way. I'm not sponsored by them. I do have like requirements over on TikTok to post about them, but me posting on YouTube is not anything related to them. So I just also want to say that, but I do have them linked in my bio if you are looking for an online provider. Also, I'm like touching my face and my hair, and sorry, I haven't done this in a while. I, in the year on semaglutide, lost about 58 pounds, and I am so proud of myself. And the scale victories are like always amazing, but I've been trying to be very careful with them because I noticed that you start hyperfixating on a number, and although like weight loss is so fun and it makes you feel so good, and like I should be proud of myself, like that's a lot of weight to lose, I am trying to focus more on the non-scale victories. One being like confidence, that is always huge. I just feel so much better about myself. I'm proud of myself. I get comments all the time, not necessarily about my appearance, but like from my friends and family, just like, Britt, you look so happy. Like, you look more, like, they can just tell on the day-to-day basis that I just feel so much better mentally. And so that's a big thing that this medication has brought to me. I have not binged in an entire year, which is crazy to me. Like, if you struggle with binge eating, if it's something, I've struggled with it since I was little. Like, I remember being in like 5th grade and being home in the summer, and like, did you ever have like the Schwans, man? They would like deliver, like they'd come to your house. You could buy like frozen foods and desserts and things like that. My parents in the summer would always buy like these frozen brownie things. I don't remember the exact, but I know it was like a lot of frozen brownie type vibes. And in the summer when I was home alone, like for breakfast, that's all I would think about is these brownie things, and I would like binge eat them in 5th grade. And obviously at the time I didn't know what that was, but like it's just been something that's been a part of my life since I was little for whatever reason. Probably something I should figure out, but I haven't binged in a year. It hasn't been something I've thought about, even through emotional times where I'm sad. Not a single desire. I can be around my trigger foods, which really, to be so real, is like mainly pizza, Domino's, and this place Barrows and specifically. And now I can like eat a slice of Domino's pizza or eat a slice of Barrows pizza and not feel the need to eat the entire box after, to be so honest. I can have it in my fridge and not eat it all in one sitting. I could have it as leftovers for a couple days, and that's just something that's like so foreign to my brain, and I feel like you either get it or you don't. But I have been binge free for a year, and that has been incredible. Like I don't even remember what the urge really feels like. And so that has been the biggest game changer for me with semaglutide, is just not having food noises. And I know Samantha Joe was talking about that recently, is like because I think she just did a what I eat in a day on semaglutide, and she was saying how it's not as much as like an appetite suppressant. Sometimes it is, like for sure. Like today I went to this hot bagel place in my town and I couldn't finish my bagel. So before, for years and years and years, there's been no issues ever being able to finish my bagel, and like I couldn't. So there is definitely appetite suppressant even a year in, but I definitely agree that it's less appetite suppressancy for me and more just not having food noises, being able to make better decisions, being self-aware. Like in a year in, that is still like my biggest blessing from GLP-1s, is no food noises, no binging, etc. So those are big things. Another non-scale victory is like things like necklaces. I don't know, I feel like in weight loss, you know that your clothes are not gonna fit when you lose weight, but I just forget about things like shoes, necklaces, belts. I have a pair of Jordans that I got for Christmas like 2 years ago, but they're women's Jordans and they zip up on the side, and I could never wear them because my foot could go in them, but they would not zip. And I found them in my closet, and I was sad because they were like expensive and from Goat and like my big Christmas present, and I like didn't have the heart to tell my mom when she bought them that like they didn't fit, and now they do. And so I've been getting to wear them, and those are just things I just like never really thought about. There's a necklace I put on a couple weeks ago for the first time since like March. Maybe I've worn it once, I don't remember, but I don't need like an extender for it. It just fits. And so non-scale victories like that have just been huge, because I love fashion, I love dressing up, I love getting to do all of those things, and being able to wear stuff that I've owned that never fit me. Like when it's clothes, it's like, okay, just return it and get another size. But like when it's something like a necklace or a shoes specifically, it's not that easy to just like get another size, at least in my opinion. So those are like non-scale victories that are huge to me, because fashion is like something that's so important to me in my life and like what I love. And so being able to shop at more stores, being able to wear the shoes that I want to wear and stuff like that has been really, really, really rewarding. So those are just a few of the non-scale victories. I know that there has been more, like I know this, but it's been a year, so I don't remember them all. In regards to dosage, when I started semaglutide, I feel like I explain this a lot and I always get comments on it, so I just want to like include this in my year update video. When I started semaglutide, I got the 2.5 mg bottle, and the max dose of that was 1. So they started me at 0.10, and likely if you're thinking about going on semaglutide, they will start you at that dose too, because they want to make sure your body reacts okay to it, that you're okay, because the side effects can be so severe. They just start you at a low dose. So once I finished my first bottle of 2.5 mg, they suggested that I switch over to the 5 mg bottle, and the max dose of that is 0.50. So it's double the potency, half the max dose, if that makes sense. So that is still what I'm on, and I am on max dose. I hit it about a month ago. So I've been on the medication for a year, been on max dose for about a month, and it's still working really, really well for me. I inject every Sunday. It's just been what it's been for the last year. For a while, I was just doing my stomach because a couple weeks into my semaglutide journey, I did my leg instead, and I had a skin reaction, which I do not have like medication sensitivities, food sensitivities. So the fact that I had like a skin reaction from it, but only when it was injected into my leg, was super, super weird. So I waited a while on that, but then it kind of got to the point where when I would inject it to my stomach, I didn't really feel the effects as much. So I did my leg for a while. I would rotate back and forth, and then I would say only a few months ago did I try the arm for the first time, and so I incorporate that in as well. I don't have like a pattern or a reason. I just kind of like decide on Sunday, hey, I want to inject here. But I do rotate, and I always suggest that if you are on your semaglutide journey and you feel like you're stagnant or anything like that, try changing up your injection point. That can help a lot. And also if you're stagnant, like I will have a month like December, Christmas, the month of Christmas, I lost 5 pounds even after Christmas, and like I was not holding back. I wasn't doing anything crazy, but like I had family in town, Christmas of course, drinking, Christmas parties. I was being obviously better than I had been, but I was not holding back. So when I lost 5 pounds that month, I was like, I'll take it. And then in full transparency, this month I haven't lost anything. I think maybe I'll end up losing like half a pound because there's still a couple days left. But it's not like I've fallen off this month at all, to be so honest with you. But I just feel like it's okay in your journey. You're gonna have months where you lose 8 pounds. You're gonna have months where you lose 1 pound. You're gonna have months where maybe you get in, like, it's okay. And I always like to emphasize that because I get so many comments on my TikToks that are like, oh, I gained weight on this medicine, or I'm not losing weight as fast as somebody else. And I just feel like it's so important in your journey to not compare. I know it's hard, especially when you're like clicking on videos like this, but I do just feel like that is the one thing I just repeat time and time again, is like, do not compare your journey to anybody else's, because GLP-1s are so helpful, but everybody's journey is different. Like I have family members who lost like 20-30 pounds in the first month or two on their GLP-1, and then it kind of stopped, and so they lost a bunch in the beginning, and then it kind of like went stagnant, where I'm the opposite. I have been consistently losing 3 to 8 pounds a month pretty much every single month since I started the medicine. So again, it's just so different for anybody, and I could talk to a family member about it who doesn't experience food noises, and me tell them that that's like the biggest thing I've gotten from this medication, and they're like, what are you talking about? So side effects also are so different from everybody. It's been a year, so like what my side effects were, to be so real, I don't remember, and I don't want to come on here and be like, I didn't get headaches, and then there'd be a TikTok video of me being like, I got headaches. I know I didn't get super nauseous. There was a few times I got nauseous. There's medicine that you can request from your provider to help prevent that. I would highly recommend it. I love that medicine. It's always in my cabinet, even though at this point I don't really get too many side effects. Every like 3 to 4 weeks, I feel like I inject myself, and I'm like, ooh, I forgot what these side effects feel like. But overall, I don't really have too many side effects. I don't really get nauseous. I don't get headaches. I don't get tired. You can get B12 with your semaglutide, and so if it for any reason does make you tired, you can actually ask for that also, and that will be really helpful. But I love the anti-nausea medication even outside of semaglutide. I just think it's a good thing to have. So talked about my dosage. I had that skin reaction for a side effect that was like really rare. Only happened a couple times. Talked about why am I switching from semaglutide to tirzepatide. Truthfully, I want to just try something new. I feel like it's been a month. No, it's not been a month. It's been a year. It's been a year of me on this medicine, and I love it. But I know that tirzepatide, it triggers one more thing in your brain. So like, and again, I don't want to speak too much on it because I'm not that educated yet. I know the basics, but not enough to like come on here and talk about it as confidently as I have been about semaglutide for the last 14 minutes. But tirzepatide, it triggers something else in your brain also. And so a lot of the times it's going to be like more potent. And I just want to try something new. Again, being stagnant the last month, there's nothing wrong with that. That happens sometimes, but I do feel like I still have so much to go on my journey to be at a healthy place mentally and physically. And so I do just want to switch over. I think it will be fun to be able to compare the two. I'm just so curious how that medication is going to affect me, what it's going to do. Worst case, I hate it and I go back to semaglutide, but I'm really, really excited for that. So as soon as I run out of this month's semaglutide, I will be switching over. So I will make sure to update you guys on that. But I just wanted to come on and do a year update because it has been like truly one of the best years of my life. Just mentally, I'm in such a good place. Physically, I'm so proud of myself and I can't wait to see where this journey takes me next. So just wanted to come on, say hello, update you guys. Minute MD is linked in my bio if you are interested. And then if you have any questions, check out my TikTok or comment down below because I love being able to share my journey, help people, talk about it, because a lot of the times it's hard to have these conversations with your friends if they're not on the same journey as you. So that's it. Talk to you later. Good. Bye.